Okay, you are through to my mathematics class. So this is just a continuation from where we ended. Initially, actually, in the previous lesson, we did this question where we were asked on how to find the standard deviation. So now, on this lesson, we are going to look at now question number 7b, the next question. Okay, where now we are going to plot. So this is a graph that I've just written on the chalkboard. So kindly pay attention so that you see how to graph on the graph paper. Okay, so just to start with the first question, the frequency distribution table shows the amount of money spent by customers at a particular shop. So this is the table which is showing. So 0 to 20 people, 0 to 20 kwacha, 5 people spent that. Then 20 to 40 kwacha, 20 people spent that amount. Then 40 to 60 kwacha, 55 people. 60 to 80, 18 people. 80 to 100 kwacha, only 2 people spent that. That's what it means. So now we can quickly go to the real question where they are saying using the information in the frequency table, which is this one, the frequency table. Now, complete the cumulative frequency table below. So the cumulative frequency table which they are talking about is this one. Okay, now for us to complete this one, we are going to use the frequency table given on the board there. So which part are they telling us to complete? It's this. Okay, so we have 3 boxes here, so we have to complete this. Okay, so now how do we complete the cumulative frequency table? So how we find the cumulative frequency table, in this case, which is the row for cumulative here, we are going to add. So you start, that is a pattern. So you say, when you say this value here, frequency, plus the first one, which is 0, the answer that you are going to get is 5. So that answer should be written next. Okay, in the next box. So when you say 5 plus 0, the answer is 5. So you are moving like that. Then this same 5 you have found plus 20. That's how we move. So what is the answer? The answer that you are going to get will be the next solution in the next box. So in this case, when you say 20 plus 5, the answer is what? 25. So you write 25 here. Okay. Again, this same 25 plus the next box there, what is there is 55. So 55 plus 25, what is the answer? The answer is 80. Okay, 80. So again, this 80 plus 18, what is the answer? The answer is 98. Okay, 98. Now, if you want to prove, you can try to say 2 plus 98. What are you going to have? 100, which we are already given. So that is the pattern for you to complete the cumulative frequency table. That's how we answer. Okay. So there you have scored a mark. Then now from there, we can go to the next question where we are going to use the graph that has been made available to us. Okay, so now here we are saying the question reads, using a horizontal scale of 2 centimeters to represent 20 units on the x-axis for 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 100. So this one simply means 0 to 100. That's the range we are given. And a vertical scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 units on the y-axis for 0 to 100 again. Okay. So when they say 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 100, that is 0 to 100. That's the range. Okay. So now the question. Draw a smooth cumulative, draw smooth cumulative frequency curve. So this is 3 marks just to draw. So you have to draw there. Okay, then the other one, showing your method clear, use your graph to estimate the same interquartile range using the same graph that you are going to draw. Okay, so quickly pay attention and so that I can show you how to graph or to draw the graph, as well as how to find the same interquartile range. Okay, so since you have answered this one, so quickly we can go now to the next one where we are going to interpret the information. So here it's very, very important to interpret the information accordingly, because once you make a mistake here, it means you are going to distort all the answers. Okay, and in the end you are going to get a 0. So what you do here, the information is saying using a horizontal scale of 2 centimeters. So when they say 2 centimeters on your graph, they mean this box from here up to there is 2 centimeters, or from here up to there is 2 centimeters. That's what it means. Okay, so now they are saying 2 centimeters to represent 20 units on x-axis. So x-axis in this case, we are going to make this one as x-axis, the last line on the graph there. You can start from there. Okay, so this is x-axis. Okay, you write x there, then this one is going to be y-axis. Okay, the last line there, you say this is y-axis. So now, according to the instruction given, they are saying on x-axis you should see to it that the 2 centimeters represent how many units? 20. That means from here up to there is 20. Okay, so here always this is the x or y Cartesian plane, so we have a 0 on the starting point. Then from here up to here it's 20. That is according to the instruction. So you say 20. Okay, this is 20. So if this is 20, here is going to 20 plus 20 is 40. It's 20, 20. Then 40 plus 20 is 60. Okay, then 60 plus 20 is 8. Okay, 80 plus 20, that is 100. Then 100 plus 10, in fact, we are given the range. It's up to 100, so you can end from there. It's fine. Okay, they are going to 100. So here up to 100. That's what they are saying. So we'll go up to 100. Then we can go to the other one for y-axis. What are they saying about y-axis? Y-axis, they are saying use and a vertical scale of 2 centimeters to represent 10 units on the y-axis. So vertical scale, they are talking about now this one. That is vertical scale, which is along the y-axis. Okay, so that one is 2 centimeters to represent 10 units. So you need to be very mindful about the units. So from here up to here is 10. Okay, then 10 plus 10 is 20. So it's 10, 10, 10, so 30, 40, okay, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, then 100. Okay, so you have written according to the instructions given on the question. Okay, imagine that is your graph with you. Okay, now from there, after you have done that, the question is use a scale of 2 centimeters with 20 units. This is what we have done. Then draw a smooth cumulative frequency curve. So we are going to draw the smooth cumulative frequency curve using what? Remember, when you are drawing a graph, you should have the coordinates or the table value. So now, since this is for cumulative frequency, so the table that you are going to use is this one. So this is our table value. No wonder why in the first question, they actually asked you to do what? To fill up the what? The missing numbers here. Because if you don't know this, how are you going to write the graph? So it was very vital that we started by answering the first question. Now imagine if you made a mistake on the first one, it means even the graph will be what? Wrong. You know, this type of question, they are interrelated. So now, let us use the same table. 0 to 0, that's how we are going to. This amount is representing x-axis. So amount is always, that is the data set. Okay, that one is always the amount. So I can even write amount here. Okay. amount in quarter. Then this one we know is cumulative frequency now. The frequency is represented by this letter. So we are going to start 0, 0. So on x there is 0. Then y also 0. So the point will start from here. The point will start from here. Okay. The point will start from here. So we can start. I wanted a different color here. Okay. So the first point. Okay. 0, 0. Then next on x is 20. So we are here. Then y is 5. So y is 5. So we can just approximate, because from here up to there it's 10. So half of this. So 5 is somewhere where? So 5 is somewhere here. Okay, 5 somewhere here. Okay, I can be just making the points. Then from there, next is what? 25. 25, 40. I mean 40, 25. So we start with 40. 40 is here. Then 25. Where's 25? So 40 is here. We are plotting here, okay? So 40 is here, then 25. 20 is here. So half of this. So 25 is somewhere here, okay? Is somewhere here. That's where the 25 is. On the y-axis. Then from there, we have 60 to 80. 60 to 8. So we go. Y is 8. So it's here. Then from there, we have 80 to 98. 80 is here. That is for x. Then 98. 90 is here. Then 100. So 98, just to approximate, it should be somewhere here. Okay. Then the last one, we have 100 to 100. So 100 to 100. 100 is where he's here. Okay. You have seen now what we have done. Then from there, you just join those points using your free hand. Okay. You don't need to use a what? A ruler for you to do what? To join those points. Instead, you use the free hand. Okay. So that you can come up with a what? A graph. So we can now start from here. You join now. You join with your free hand. Okay. With your free hand. Okay. 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 So you have seen what we have done. So that is the graph which they are looking for. Okay. So meaning we have answered this question, which is bullet 2. Okay. So now let us go to bullet 3. Showing your method clearly, use graph to estimate the same interquartile range. Okay. So now here is where you are supposed to know now the formulas. Okay. That you are supposed to use. So same interquartile range, which is actually abbreviated as semi-interquartile range, is equals to half. Semi, that is half. Okay. Upper quartile minus lower quartile. Okay. So we have upper quartile minus lower quartile. I can move this one a bit. Okay, so that is the formula for the one which they are looking for. So now, if that is the formula for semi-interquartile range, so for us to know that, first of all, we should find the upper quartile, then lower quartile. Then from there, we are going to find the same interquartile range, because we don't have these two. Okay, so we can start with upper quartile. Okay, so upper quartile, remember, quartile, that one comes from the word quarters. We are talking about quarter. That's the original word. So quartile, talking about quarter. Then upper quartile, that is 3 quarters. So 3 quarters, how are we going to determine it using the same graph? So we always use the y-axis when we are dealing with quarter. So y-axis, the upper quartile is equals to, let us first find upper quartile, is equals to, is 3/4. That is 3 quarters. 3 over 4. Then times. The maximum here that you are given is what? 100. So I want to find now the 3/4 of 0 up to 100. So we are going to say 100 there. Okay. 4 into 100 there. How many times? It's 25. Because 4 into 4 is 1. Then 4 into 100 is 25. Then 25 times 3, the answer is 75. So meaning the upper quartile is 75, okay, on this line. So let us now go to where 75 is. So we can see that this is 70, then 75 will be somewhere here, because that is the up. So we are going to make a line. On this one, since you even have a ruler, you can make a straight line there. Where's my ruler? A straight line here, whereby now you are going to move like this. Okay? A dotted one for that matter. Okay, so you have touched the graph. The moment you have just touched the graph, you should start going down now. Okay? So you come down straight. The moment you just touch the what? The graph, you start going down. Okay? Okay. Okay, so that's where we are. Let me do it straight. Supposed to be somewhere like close to. Okay, so now your answer will be gotten from here. So answers we got along the what? X-axis, which is the data set. Okay, we correct the answers from the original one. Okay, so this one you can even indicate, you write 3. Okay, indicating that this is upper quartile. So what do we have here? This is 40. Remember, we are moving 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So this one can be 58 somewhere there. It's 2, 2 here, because 1 is representing 2 centimeters representing 20, and they are 10. So 2, 2. When we just approximate, this one will be somewhere 58. So this is 58. So you can say now upper quartile is what? 58. So we have found upper quartile is 58, because this is 60. So now from there again, from there, you say now you go to lower quartile. Lower quartile, that is 1 over 4, which is the quarter itself. 1/4, that is lower quartile. So lower quartile, 1/4. So that will be lower quartile is equals to 1 over 4, that is 1/4, times 100. Because here the maximum number is 100. That's why we are using 100. So 4 into 4, it's 1. 4 into 100 is 25. 25 times 1 is 25. So lower quartile is what? 25. Then you go to the same axis. 25. Where is 25? 25. 20 is here. So 25 somewhere here. Again, you do the same. You do the same. Then you go down. This is automatically what? When you come down, it's just along this line. And this is what? 40. Okay, so therefore, the lower quartile is equals to what? 40. Okay. So after you have done that, so here you can even indicate also Q1 representing lower quartile. Let me write it properly. Q1 representing lower quartile. Okay, so that one is 40. That is lower quartile. Upper quartile 58. Now that we have upper quartile and lower quartile in place, it will be very easy for us to complete the question according to the way they've asked it. Okay, so you just get back now to the same formula. You say semi interquartile range is equals to half. Then upper quartile is what? 58. So you write 58 here where there is upper quartile. Then minus lower quartile is what? Where is lower quartile? Is 40. You write 40 there. Okay. Then 1 over 2. Then when you add this, when you subtract, what are you going to have? 18. So you have 18. Okay, therefore, the final answer now. Therefore, you can write it from here. Same interquartile range is equals to, here f times 18. How do we multiply this simple question? You just say 2 into 18. Here 2 into 2 is 1. Then 2 into 18, you are going to have 9. Then 9 times 1, the answer is what? 9. So we are in what? Quarter. So quarter, we can even put 0 on ways. So that is 9 quarter. Okay? 9 quarter. That is the same interquartile range according to the question that we are given. Okay, so thank you so very much for following and getting my concept. This is how simple statistics is. Okay, see you in the next class.